Well, hello, Taurus. Hello, hello. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. If you are new, hello, I am Yasmin. If you have not already, please like and subscribe. Taurus, this is going to be your general. We are going to start with some oracles, but this reading is going to be tarot, okay? So let's go ahead and see what's happening here with you, Taurus. We're going to start with two cards to see what's happening here with Taurus. I don't like the way that fell. So we're going to use these two cards that fall out. One, two, boom. At the bottom of the deck, you guys have Pink Moon. But let's see what fell out. Let's see. You guys had second house, and listen to your intuition. Listen to the guidance of your soul. All right. Second house deals with money and work, your income, your material possessions, your security, your attitude towards your finances, basically. You get what I'm saying? And there will be a reason for you to listen to your inner guidance. Okay. Now, the first card that came out here for you is a Leo. Leo is the sun. It deals with the self, the ego, hopefully a healthy sense of ego. It deals with your confidence. It deals with your expression, all right? How charismatic you are, your vitality, okay? So far, so good. This could be like someone coming in, making you feel just alive. There could be like this happiness that you feel. You don't know why. You feel good. You feel vibrant. So I really like this energy here with Leo. Or you could also be dealing with someone, okay, with Leo. And Leo season is coming too, by the way. So I feel like something could happen during Leo season, but we'll see. All right. Now, the next card that's coming out here is 12th house. Okay, you guys got the 12th house. And this deals with what? Healing. The unseen realm. I was just telling Sagittarius this. I was just like, right now, I don't think anybody is really beating, you and Taurus when it comes down to spirituality. And here it is, 12th house spirituality. I have no idea why this is coming out for you so much. I don't know. Okay. I really don't. I don't know what the hell is going on with you. Okay. There really is like this spiritual walk that you're on. Okay. And that can come through your relationships with people, by the way. It talks about the subconscious mind, what sits in your subconscious mind, whether you are aware of it or not. It, taking control over your actions sometimes, the things that you do and the things that you think. This also has something to do with karma and forgiveness. Okay. So that's what the 12th house deals with. Now, at the bottom of the deck, now this is the one I was really excited to see because we want to see why this came out. But I love the fact that you guys literally had new and exciting. Now, when I said that about Leo, I forgot that this was even at the bottom of the deck. And I love the fact that that means that something that's going to occur that's really going to make you feel good. Remember, Leo is a playful energy. Like I said, it's this vitality, it's this happiness. And it says new and exciting. It's going to be something new that you can focus on. All right. So it's like the first steps to a brand new life, to a brand new world. That could be like you get a new job, or maybe you're about to get your first house. You've never had a house before, and you're about to get a new home. Okay. Maybe you're going to be living somewhere differently. So yeah, because I just steps. Okay. Maybe your baby, you're going to have a baby and your baby is going to be taking their first steps. All right. It's something like that. But it's going to be something that really makes you feel good and proud. That's what I see. Now, we're going to go ahead and get into the reading. Now, however these cards fall is how we're going to take it. Both rows, all three rows are going to deal with love and money. And anything else that I need to tell you, that's what we're going to focus on. Okay. All right. So this is for Taurus. Let's get it. Let's see what's coming out here for you, Taurus. That is stuck. I'm going to take it. It is stuck though, but I'm taking it. You guys, hello. Oh, such an amazing energy. You guys had the Empress in the upright, 9 of Pentacles in the upright, 10 of Swords is in the reverse. This is one of the cards that no matter if it's reverse or upright, it's still good, okay? I like this energy because Some of you guys emotionally may have hit rock bottom. And I'm talking about baby all the way down to the ground. You have been betrayed. You have broken down. You have broken up with, okay? You may have felt like a failure. Someone have made you feel like a failure. And the reason why that is so important, because Leo talks about the self-esteem, the ego, remember? And so the Ten of Swords is saying no more of that. No more of those situations that you've experienced that made you feel like you weren't good enough, or that, people made you feel like you had to go through pain in order to actually, gain something. That is going to be over and done. And here it says the final chapter. So some of you are still in it, where either the person or the situation is still giving you pain, or you still feel the effects of it. But it's over. Something here is going to be over, because Leo deals with independence. And anytime you're talking about independence, now you feel the sense of freedom. You're not under anyone's thumb anymore. You don't feel this sense of ruin. You don't feel like everything has been taken from you, even though it could have. You are going to now be in the energy of replenishing that. That's why you have the 12th house of healing, the afterlife. Now you're coming out of that. Okay. One thing that I can tell you is that the fact that you even had Leo is making me feel that something good is going to be happening pretty soon. It could definitely happen in that season. Okay. 9 of Pentacles. Now, I see that for some of you, not everybody. Some of you have experienced financial ruin, because 9 of Pentacles is sitting in the upright in this position. And this is letting me know that finally you are free financially. You can stand on your own 2 feet. You are self-sufficient. You can handle things on your own. You have matured here. And Leo is entrepreneurship energy. Leo is the sun. See me. You see me. You can't help but to see me. So whatever it is that you're doing, as far as career-wise, it's going to be very, not just productive, but it's going to feel like you're getting all this recognition. You're going to be seen, whereas before you were not, because Leo is all about being seen, all about it. So you are seen. I love this. You feel attractive. You feel beautiful. You feel beautiful. You love the way that you're dressing. You love the way that your makeup is sitting. You love the way that your hair is cut, or the way that your hair is done. Now, again, I keep feeling like this is going to happen in Leo season. You may be working on your body right now. You may be working on a few little things. And around that time, things are really going to start taking off for you in a really good way. But now you feel this sense of self-worth. And I'm telling you, the money is going to come with it. I don't know what you're doing, but remember, this came out. It was an accident, but I didn't like the way it fell. Second house is your money. And here you go with the 9 of Pentacles. So this is, and with the Empress at the bottom of the deck, which is also the second house, by the way, that's all Venus rule planet. That means now that there's pleasure and comfortability coming in with when it comes down to your money. But it's going to happen through some type of recognition. It's going to happen through, like, this could be social media with Leo. Really. Maybe you're going to get some type of raise or promotion. It wouldn't be the raise. It wouldn't be the raise, because that's the money. It has to be a position. So to me, it would feel like maybe a promotion. You're no longer in the back, you're no longer the background dancer. You're no longer the background singer. Some of you guys are going to actually be the singer. Okay. You're no longer in the background, according to this reading. You are in the limelight, and money is going to come in flowing for you because of that. Okay. Really, really good energy here. Now, when it comes down to love, I see that you're by yourself. Some of you, but majority of you, you are by yourself. and you are healing from that Ten of Swords energy. That was simple. Some of you guys been in relationships that have been extremely harmful. And there could be someone who may want to reconcile. I don't know if you want to do that. I feel like for some of you, you kind of want something new. And you will be coming across someone in an area that you know. Now, this feels like a work area. And I don't want to say that, but that's what this looks like. It could be where you're getting your money. Maybe that's like what it's saying, like where you're getting your money. Because even if you have your own business and you have a food truck, someone, you have your own food truck and someone comes up to your food truck and they're like, ooh, right? It's where you work, is where you get your finances. So it looks like it's more so in the financial area, but they won't stop your money. I'm going to say that. But it could also be other places that you go, like the gym. Okay. It could be at the doctor's office. I'm just saying, right? Wherever you frequent and you're happy. I keep seeing this energy of contentment, of happiness. Like you're not walking around with like this dread anymore. Okay. So money is good. There's a lot of limelight energy here that's like helping you produce this money, and you're able to buy tangible things because of the second house. So this looks really good. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Woo. Oh, yeah. I want to go straight to the money with this one. I could just go with what I feel, but with this one, this is definitely money. And this could be just your energy too, right? Like you guys feel stuck as hell. And remember, the first card talks about remember, it's going to change. So we need to focus on that. But for you at this moment, you feel stuck. You had the Knight of Pentacles literally in the reverse. That sucks because it's saying I am unable to move in the direction that I want to go into. Yes. I have all these ideas. I have all these projects that I want to do. I have all these places that I want to go to. I have all these things, right? But I'm unable to do it. And it's not because I've been irresponsible. Some of you have. Some of you have. But it's just because I'm not able to do what I really need to do to expand. And that is the thing that's really destroying you because you've been patient. And so now the future looks very uncertain, unclear, and confusing. Your money has been up and down. You had good days where your money was good. And then, it's like, on good periods, your money was okay. Your money was doing pretty decent. And now you're back to where you were before you even got the money that made you feel comfortable. Some of you guys may have supposed to have gotten some type of inheritance. You didn't get it. Or money that you were expecting to come in, you don't have it. It's not coming anymore for whatever reason. This could be through court systems or something like that. That's for a few of you, not everybody, by the way, because I still feel like there's something here. That second house is going to be loaded, but I feel like there has been some delays and it's scaring the hell out of you. And now your mind is running wild. Your imaginations, I'm going to be on the street. I'm not going to have this. I'm not going to have that. You're all over the place. And so you got to stop that. I understand that right now there's a lack of direction. You have no idea what you're going to do. But again, like I said before, the only way that you can heal is what? If things are starting to get better. Spirit already told you that before we started the reading. So I need you to take a deep breath. Because remember, the 12th house talks about the unseen realm. You don't see everything that's going to be happening. You do not. And some of this is karmic. It's to teach you something. Okay. Some of you guys, again, the 12th house talks about limiting beliefs. It's about what you feel you cannot obtain right now, which is really driving you up the wall. But I'm telling you, it's coming. I want to make sure that this is straight. Is that straight? Yes. Now let's get to the love portion of that. I still see you single, and I still see that you guys are going to be meeting people. There are different people. I mean, a lot of people who are interested. Some of you guys don't even know because it hit the unseen card. There are people who are liking you. You have no idea. You have no idea that there's people who are secretively liking you. Maybe you are really not presenting yourself like you're available. The Nine of Pentacles talks about availability, but you have to put yourself in a position where you appear to be. You see? But you do have a lot of people who are interested. But you guys are going to have to let go of this old thing. Whatever it is or whoever it is that you've been holding on to, I just don't see it anymore. I'm not necessarily seeing that. You and this person both knew that wasn't going to work. And some of you guys have been like, dragging your feet, holding on. Okay, let me see if it's going to work. I'll see. I'm going to see. Listen, you're in the afterlife stage here with the 12th life. It's the 12th house. It's been over. But you've been holding on to a corpse. The universe will give you other possibilities for something real and something new. And your love reading that I've already done for you looks amazing. Your readings in general have been looking amazing, even with love. So I just think that right now we're just honing in on your feelings and your energy at the moment. I feel like some of you guys were dealing with someone who was irresponsible. They weren't on your level. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is going to be for Taurus. However it falls, it's the way I want to look at it. This fell just like that. That fell like that. All right. I love the fact that the Death card is talking about an internal change. In order for you to actually see change, there's something that you must do. Change things up with the way you make your money. Change something about how you obtain it. Get rid of the distractions. The universe is basically trying to tell you. You have to be realistic. You have to have people that are going to be in your life that are not loose cannons. There's going to be an ending here with someone who isn't empathetic. You want someone so badly to feel for you. And there's someone in your life that's close enough, and it's unfortunate that they don't feel the way you want them to feel. They could put on a good front, though. That's the sucky part about it. You can read something like this, and you will tell a person, they're like, no, I'm not seeing any signs from them. And that they got that mask on. You have no idea that this person is really cold-blooded, cold-hearted. Really? You really don't, right? They get a little snappy, though. You can sense it, right? But you don't really know. See, what's going to be the telltale sign is the fact of like this weird sarcasm. They're going to get a little snappy on you. You're like, that's interesting. That's interesting. But you want to pass it off. Be like, maybe they're just having a bad day. Maybe they're just, they're not in a good mood. But then it's going to get even worse. And then they're not going to be kissing on you and hugging on you and telling you how much they love you and stuff like that. That's in a romantic sense. But some of you, this is someone who's a family member, but you already know that. What makes it worse because you need somebody in your family to be supportive. But again, the Death card says you have to change up your thinking. A lot of you guys are like really trying to hold on to something that is just this. There's no flexibility here. You got to get rid of the old thing. Old thing being a person, a situation, a mindset, or the way that you do things. The universe is trying to beautify you in more than one way. But again, you have to heal. You have to reconcile your situation, accept it for what it is. And again, like it says, listen to the guidance of your soul. Yes, you really do have to listen. Stop ignoring things. Now, when it comes to your money, like I said, you're gonna have to really drop the hammer on your spending. You have to be very smart about what you spend. You got to make a budget. You may have to get on certain types of programs that may help you cost cut, that type of stuff. Because money is coming off of you that you don't necessarily have, and it's scaring you. It's scaring you a little bit here. Okay? Because it's coming in, for some of you, a little bit too slowly. And you're wondering if you're going to be able to pay your bills. Money came out that you didn't expect to come out. And so that's why I said there's the sense of frightened energy here. You're frightened. The death card is the 8th house. Who do you owe? Who have you been running away from and trying to avoid when it comes down to your money? Now, I'm going to go ahead and pull a little bit because I want to see how much you're going to get out of this here, Taurus. Let me see what's going to pop up with that. I keep feeling like there was something that you guys were expecting as far as money-wise that you're not getting. I don't know if they canceled a job. Maybe you guys had a job, let's say you had a temp job, or it was some type of contractual work or something like that where they canceled the contract and you're like, damn, we're not going to get that money. It could be a job that you're at or your own business, but it's something like that I see. There could be, there have been layoffs, and I'm not saying that you're going to get laid off, but the truth of the matter is that could happen. Some of you guys already got laid off, and that's the reason why your money is tight. Okay. So I do see that there's a total imbalance when it comes down to your finances. I see it. And I mean, every little penny counts for some of you, but it is going to get better. It says you must, exactly. I just said this. You have to do what? You must make adjustments. Okay. Literally just said it. There is going to be something good that's going to come in here for you. I don't know if this is a new job or something that I'm saying that's going to end up happening, because I do see you working. Some of you guys, I don't know if you're going to do like a little side hustle. That could be another way that you're going to be making money. But I do see a job. So I'm not really sure, maybe you left one job for another job, or because I do see severance of income for some of you. But I do see things are going to totally get better. We already saw that with the Ten of Swords, right? We even see it with the pink moon. Remember, the pink moon talks about new and exciting. So I definitely see that there's going to be something that's going to cause, your money to grow, and you won't be in this lump. Because remember, you're still in the 9 of Pentacles energy, but I'm looking at how bad it has gotten and like what you're going to have to experience before you actually get to that financial freedom. So yeah, I mean, I do see that you're just going to have to be a little bit more patient, but I do see you overcoming this without a shadow of a doubt. Now let's talk about love. You know when someone can feel very stifled? And I don't know if it's your person that's feeling stifled or you feeling stifled. We talked about the progression and the lack of it, right? You have not been in a connection where everything flows. I feel like you've been dealing with someone who was a little lost. You were not necessarily someone to do and be around, but I don't think that this person had much of a plan. You were dealing with someone who didn't have much of a plan. They didn't have goals. They made promises that they didn't keep. They were a big talker on that one. I definitely see that in your reading. The person's a big talker on that one. And when you confront them about it, all of a sudden they don't want to talk. All of a sudden they don't text you back, or they don't want to have the conversation, that type of thing, because they have to be in control of the situation. But see, that's putting you at a deficit. Part of the change is you inside because they don't want to change. And this is how it's going to end up not being. There's going to be a relationship that isn't going to work. It came up with the 12th house. 12th house is the afterlife. So we already know something ain't going to work. Somebody's going to go bye-bye. And now you're disappointed because some of you have hung in a relationship for too long based on loneliness and needing sex. and they have ripped you to shreds, according to the Ten of Swords. And how it happened may have been just very abrupt. I don't know. They could have just stopped talking to you, could. Or it's something that they said that was very rough and nasty and cold. And you had no other choice but to be like, okay, yeah, no, you won't be saying that to me. Now, one thing I do know about Taurus. Now, I was just talking to Virgos a little bit earlier, but one thing I know about a Taurus, I don't know too many Tauruses who won't cuss you out. You may apologize some days later, but you're going to get that off your chest. Okay. So I see you in some weird way saying exactly how you feel. But again, I don't see it being resolved. Like, it's not the person, they're not flexible, like we talked about earlier. This is not going to change. They have to change within themselves. There needs to be like a rebirth of them when it comes to spirituality and their beliefs, those type of things. And right now, they're what they believe in is very limited. This is a stifling act. It's misaligned. You do love somebody here. And they know how to manipulate you back into their hands, back into their palm, so they can just rub you and pet you and say, it's all right, everything will be okay. Kind of calm down, Taurus. And they get you to, they get you to calm down again. And now you're right back up under them. You're laying right up under them. But now that Ten of Swords is saying you're going to be ready to move on. You're going to learn how to accept things and people for who they are. You're going to accept this change. That's what you're going to do. And again, some of these people are not even a lover. You know who this could be, who's doing this. You know exactly who this is. I do see communication. I do see communication. But how is the communication? Because see, I see the King of Swords sitting right next to it, and I'm not liking that. Because see, they're saying something that I know for a fact that rubs you the wrong way. Don't hang up without getting your I would say it's not necessarily your opinions, but don't hang up before you really express how you feel, because you're going to end up picking up the phone again because you're going to feel like, well, I didn't say everything I wanted to say. No, say everything now, so you don't have a reason to pick up the phone again. Because regardless, I see that I really don't see this person changing. They are resisting that. You are redefining yourself with this death card. So what are we talking about here? You are readjusted. This is why I said you must make adjustments even when it comes down to your emotions, the way that you think, the way that you feel. All of those things must take place before you actually start feeling like this. This was it right here. I'm just going to be honest. This right here was like, I want to show you the future, and then I want to tell you what you're going through. I want to show you the future, but I'm telling you right now what you're going through right now. Because see, now the only thing besides some of your hearts is your dreams. All of them are broken. You're like, oh Lord. Because see, here, the listen to the guidance of your soul was already saying you are ignoring me. This is the reason why that card came out. It's like, well, I want to be alone. I want to be myself. I already told you. You already knew. You already knew it wasn't going to work. But again, you didn't want to be by yourself. And some of y'all was horny. Okay, I see sex here. I get it. Okay, I get it. But I'm just saying, is it really worth the squeeze? And at this point, you're getting nauseated by the person. This is why the universe says now there's going to be new and exciting experiences. New, not new and kind of okay, but new and exciting. So now you're like, oh, yes. I'm excited about this. Or it's telling you, get excited because something new is coming. Period. That's all it's basically saying. But you must have a plan for yourself. If this person doesn't have a plan because they know they ain't going to take you nowhere, they know they ain't going no further than boyfriend and girlfriend. Okay? That means you have to plan to get away. Or you have to plan that, you know what? This is the day I'm going to leave. That happens with your job. That happens with starting a new job. That happens with moving out of somebody's house or someone getting kicked out of your house. Okay, either way, you must plan accordingly because you will be experiencing change. There's no doubt about that. But it's about how comfortable you're going to be. Now, we're going to get a little messy. This is for Taurus. Let's see what comes out here for Taurus. Look at this. Look at this. You have been. We just talked about it. It says, Taurus, you're so cute. You're so lovely. You're so wonderful. But no, you are not Jesus, babe. Get off that stake. Get off that torture stake. You've been sacrificing a little bit too much. You've given up what you deserve for somebody else. What are you willing to sacrifice to sit in this position? We already said honey, let me say this, spirit, okay, because I'm just talking through. Already done said that if you stay in this position, you will be stifled. You ain't going nowhere. And this is the reason why your soul came out, because it's irritating. You're wondering why you're irritable, why you're agitated, why you've been up and down. That's why. Because you ain't listening to yourself. You will get what you want. And you want to know how funny this is going to be? You think that you're going to walk away and there's going to be like these harsh feelings. Baby, things are going to happen so good for you. You're going to be like, oh, and no hard feelings. No hard feelings. You may not do that right away, but that is how popping things are about to happen for you. Because you'll be like, oh, there's no hard feelings. There's no hard feelings. You're good. You're happy. I want you to be happy. And you want to know why? Because you have your money on point. You feel good about yourself. Your confidence is through the roof and your job is taking off. Now you're getting a recognition from your lover and your job or your career that you have always been supposed to get. So you're like, it's a win for me. So you don't even have to stay in this space anyway. So everybody wins. You do you, I do me. That is exactly how this is going to go. You done did all of that, and then you're going to turn around and be like, dang, I can't believe I was even in that. I can't believe I was in this. I was crying because we were separated. I was in my feelings. This ain't going to be nothing to you. Oh, I know for a fact this came out for y'all. Remember with those other readings I did for y'all last week? And I remember this came out. I was like, dang, this is crazy. Oh, she came out again. Here she came out again. It's like, the rival has this. Somebody else got your man's attention, babe, honey. The rival got your girlfriend's attention, honey. You know something was off because of the way that they were using their phone. Or the phone never rung and it was always ringing, or they always had their phone in the pocket, because here it talks about strange behavior with the phone. That's what it's basically saying, strange behavior. Oh, you get what I'm saying? Okay. Maybe they had two phones or something like that. Or maybe you saw them, you heard them on the phone, or you saw them texting and then they put it back in the pocket real quick. Because it says some of y'all already knew that, this was like, maybe possibly an open relationship, and it was not, under no circumstances. It was not appropriate. And it was, and like literally, I'm talking about from your own, personal constitution. I always say that. In dealing with you and your daily business and your love life, baby, there was no integrity here. Universe is going to have somebody coming up in here where y'all going to be going on romantic getaways. You ain't going to even think about this mofo. I'm going to ask you in a few years, what was their name again? Oh, yeah. And some people really do be forgetting the person's name. That's how in love with the next person they be in. They be forgetting about them. Okay? Listen, protect yourself. Make sure you put up boundaries. Don't allow people to come in, okay, into your space without you protecting your body and your mind and your soul. Do you get what I'm saying? Okay. When this card comes out, yes, it could be something dealing with sexual diseases, right? But it really talks about, if you don't plan on getting pregnant, make sure you get some type of contraceptive, okay? I always tell people, to make sure, especially if there's like someone that they are dealing with, okay? And if you know that they're dealing with them, make sure you go, get tested and stuff like that before you come across the person who is really truly in love with you. Y'all bet not go in there giving somebody who is going to be in love with you something. Y'all better be like, you know what? I got to just bite the bullet. I know I'm scared. You need to be like, let me just go ahead and get this done. Because there is going to be somebody that's going to come in here that's going to give you everything that you want. We've seen it plenty of times in your reading. But do not be playing fire with this person who ain't no good. And I'm talking to some of y'all too, Taurus, where y'all got multiple partners and that type of thing. And you don't really want to let somebody go. But you know for a fact, in order for you to really have the true love that you want, that somebody has to get released. That's about what you're sacrificing. But is it really a sacrifice? Not really. It's more like you're being selfish. But you got to look at it for what it is. Like, who wants to be living like this forever? Nobody. So the universe is like, okay, there's an opportunity now. It's an opportunity now. Don't let it close. Taurus, I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. And again, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you are interested in a personal reading. All that information is down below in the description box. You will have a very brief, small 10-minute reading that I've done already tonight. I was just testing myself with the oracle skills, but I will be posting that later. If you guys have Capricorn in your chart, I will be doing Capricorn will actually be posted because I've already done that one. Okay. All right. I love you guys. Thank you so much, everybody, for the compliments. I love you guys, and I'll see you back here again later. Bye, guys.